level of social dissonance that we see, particularly in our schools, particularly with the use of violence, can sometimes lead us to believe that the value base of the society is totally eroded. What we saw being displayed is a reaffirmation that the core of our society is still good, and that there are people, young people in our society, without prompting, that will act in the interest of their fellow men.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness is right. What we do makes a difference. So, be a good Samaritan like the BB Coke 5. Hello and welcome to another interesting edition of Jamaica Magazine. I am your host, Audrey Williams. On this World Smile Day, we want to put a smile on your face by sharing how our education and agriculture sectors are working to increase our ability to learn and earn. So, stay tuned for more after the news.
Good day, I'm Adrian Atkinson and this is your JRS News for Friday, October 6, 2023. The tourism sector has recorded 10 consecutive quarters of growth, with earnings of just under $1 billion for the period July to September this year. Preliminary figures from the Jamaica Tourist Board, JTB, shows that during the period, the country welcomed over 682,000 stopover arrivals. This represents a 5.5% increase over the same period last year. Earnings also went up by 7.3%, bringing it close to the $1 billion mark. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett hailed the consistent growth of the sector, saying visitor arrivals from the UK market outperformed the United States market during the quarter. Minister Bartlett adds that Jamaica is now the #1 Caribbean destination for UK visitors. The island is also poised to receive visitors from Canada through the JTB's Come Back to Luxury campaign. It was launched recently and targets 500,000 visitors by 2025. The Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, says work has begun to develop a national lightning program. This was disclosed by Acting Deputy Director General Michelle Edwards at a JIS think tank on Wednesday.
Our intention is to raise awareness for persons to take precautionary actions and to be more mindful and take safety towards the lightning hazard more seriously.
The country has been experiencing bouts of lightning associated with the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season. This has caused injuries to persons in recent weeks. Ms. Edwards said the program will be designed using 3 pillars. These include hazard inclusivity, enhancing lightning protection systems, and lightning safety, as well as improving national lightning detection capacity. The National Lightning Program is being developed in partnership with the Meteorological Service of Jamaica and other key stakeholders. Ms. Edwards advised that ODPEM has been hosting several meetings to increase awareness about the emerging dangers of lightning. Lightning is among the deadly hazards that affect people, infrastructure, livestock, crops, and technology.
The ODPEM has long been at the forefront of disaster preparedness and mitigation activities. And of course, our aim is to not only be able to coordinate effective response, but to also look at how we reduce the impact of hazards on our Jamaican population.
150 farmers in Kitson Town, St. Catherine are to benefit from technical support and skills training through a $1 million program. Dubbed Improving Rural Livelihoods Through Resilient Agri-Food Systems, the project is being undertaken over the next 2 years through a partnership between the Ministry of Agriculture and the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization, FAO. Skills training will be targeted to women and youth from 26 districts in and around Kitson Town and facilitated by the Heart NSTA Trust. Portfolio Minister Floyd Green said that the program will help build the sector's resilience against climate change and other challenges.
This US $1 million project will take a comprehensive approach to the transformation of our agri-food system. It is a holistic approach approach that's based on partnership, pulling together our international partners, pulling together various government entities, but more than that, ensuring that the farmer is at the center of the partnership.
The program's national coordinator, Princess Lee, asserts that the project will increase agricultural productivity by at least 10%.
We plan on doing this by incorporating varying agricultural technologies.
The project will provide government with technical assistance to design, plan and implement agricultural technologies. Other program benefits include technical support in the design and development of a training curriculum, a boost in agricultural production within Kitson Town, at least a 10% boost in participants' income, as well as government officers training in climate technologies. Upgrading works are progressing smoothly at the Onoto Bay Hospital in St. Mary. That's the update from Member of Parliament for St. Mary's Southeastern, Dr. Norman Dunn, during his opening presentation of the 2023-24 State of the Constituency debates in Parliament recently. Dr. Dunn is also State Minister in the Ministry of Labour and Social Security.
We are currently also constructing 2 new blocks at the hospital. One will house the orthopedic wing, the lab and the administrative area, and the other will host a brand new pediatric ward.
The Member of Parliament advised that the additions will fully transform the institution and increase the ability of staff to save lives. Dr. Dunn also informed the construction work is ongoing at the Onoto Bay Clinic.
The Onoto Bay Clinic is undergoing a comprehensive renovation. Additionally, the Belfleet Clinic, that has been a state of disrepair for so many years and is now closed, and its services dispersed to church halls and other health institutions across the space. I am happy to report, Madam Speaker, that a brand new structure will be created with the construction to begin shortly.
And finally, Dr. Catherine Troop has been appointed Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education and Youth. The appointment took effect on October 2. Prior to her selection, Dr. Troop was the Acting Chief Education Officer. Portfolio Minister Favour Williams congratulated Dr. Troop on her new role, saying she's a highly qualified educator with competence in transformative leadership, educational policy implementation and youth advocacy. Dr. Troop has served the education sector at numerous levels, including guidance counsellor at St. Andrew Technical High School, senior teacher at the Queen's School and principal at Denby High School. She also gave service as an education officer in Region 6, assistant chief education officer in Region 1 and acting deputy chief education officer. Dr. Catherine Troop took over the permanent secretary post from Dr. Maureen Dwyer, who served from October 2021 to September 2023. Dr. Dwyer returns to her position as Chief Inspector at the National Education Inspectorate. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thank you so much for watching.
No teasing, no troubling, no It's time again for the JIS Heritage Poster Competition. Are you a secondary level student? Design a digitally or illustrated poster on the theme Echoes of Freedom, tracing Jamaica's path from colonialism to republic. Let's see your best design. Lots of prizes to be won. Visit jis.gov.jm for competition guidelines. Registration is now open and closes October 31. The JIS Heritage Poster Competition 2023. Enter today.
Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size, but when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, I'm a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me. Awe-inspiring words from poet Maya Angelou. Making a difference is about being authentically you, and in being who you are also gives others the permission to be themselves. Watch this.
Every culture has a body of stories and successive generations of storytellers who represent the memory of those people.
And so, understanding who we are completely entails releasing any doubts we may have about ourselves.
What I would like to know is why are there less light-skinned persons and more black-skinned persons in Jamaica?
To understand more of where I'm from and be more conscious. I don't think you can ever be too conscious.
Why some black people don't really like their color.
My blackness is more than just what happened in slavery times. It's more than that. We are bringing something in that I believe that we need to tell that story.
Dear Black Girl, here's an extraordinary tale of your history, and it begins here.
Most black persons would have come to this region through the process of enslavement. And so that has shaped a lot of our experiences, our cultural experiences, our physical experiences as well. So we can't deny that. But I think that what really should be noted for Jamaican and Caribbean women is that we've had an experience too of resisting. So resisting enslavement, resisting encroachment on our bodies, these types of things are part of your experience as well.
Negro is so often miseducated that we believe we're not contributing unless we have on high heel shoes and stocking and jacket and tie and all of these wonderful things that some outside force tells us that we ought to be.
I think that in Jamaica we can take a lot of things for granted, and one of that is our blackness, right? And so because we take it for granted, we will bleach our skin and we try to look like, our European brothers and sisters, but in all aspects, we are supposed to celebrate our blackness.
There is a general lack of education that we as black people have about the greatness of our skin color.
Melanin is so important that it protects us from the sun's harmful UV rays and, for the most part, keeps us safe from skin cancer.
My blackness is unique. My blackness is strong. My blackness is culture.
My blackness is special, unique, and strong.
My blackness is phenomenal. My blackness is what makes me beautiful.
My blackness has allowed for certain opportunities as well, because say in a space they want to show diversity, I would be able to represent there as well.
So when we step out and we go to different countries or we are leaving the island, we know within ourselves that we are, bringing something, that we are a brand, right? And so when we go amongst other people, we're not going to feel inferior. We're not going to feel as though we don't contribute to something. We will be able to say, hey, you know, I bring something because I know what my blackness is.
Traditionally, Jamaican women have also charted their own course in business, in politics, in work in the public sphere. I think generally we have not been very much conforming to what is expected of womanhood for the most part.
What is happening now? We are picking up some habits that I don't like. We're taking the foreign stuff. You cannot take somebody else's culture and put it on your kids. A person who doesn't know their culture is lost. God made us so beautiful. God made us so beautiful. And we should embrace what God gives to us. Don't try and change it. This is who I am. It's not a struggle. It's not a challenge. It just is.
So, to self. Don't try to change me. Don't try to lock me up. For my ancestors have said it, and I believe in it. Black girls are exquisitely beautiful in every shade.
Do your part to prevent mosquito breeding. Mosquitoes will breed in any container that holds water.
Tightly cover water storage containers such as drums, barrels, buckets and tanks. If this cannot be done, pour cooking oil on the water surface. Punch holes in all tins, plastics and beverage boxes to prevent the collection of water before disposal. Cover all tires or fill with dirt to prevent water collection. Scrub all vases once per week to remove mosquito eggs. Use mosquito repellents to protect yourself from mosquito bites. Dispose of garbage properly by placing in plastic bags and securing properly to prevent water collection.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The Ministry of Education and Youth is making strides in its quest to transform and modernize the sector. Get the details in this next feature.
Children, teachers, administrators, mixed with well-resourced classrooms, adequate tools, and a curriculum that caters to 21st century learning are the perfect ingredients for a successful academic year. Within that context, the government, through the Ministry of Education and Youth, is laying the foundation for a productive year ahead.
We're focusing on improving the infrastructure of our schools, governance, the legislative framework, the expansion of the use of information communication technology in schools, teacher training and professional development, among others.
Other improvements will be seen in the safety and security of our schools, in the installation of closed-circuit television CCTV cameras at the entrances of primary schools. At a recent tour of several institutions, Portfolio Minister Favour Williams assessed the school's readiness for the new term. Her findings: stakeholders are ready and raring to go. Minister Williams also shared how the ministry will ensure that the nation's children are prepared for the digital world.
We are committed to ensuring that our students, our teachers, and our schools have the enabling environment for the rapid build-out of the 21st century skills that are so required. Some of these include critical thinking, figuring things out, finding solutions to problems, creativity, seeing concepts in a different light, which leads to innovation, collaboration, getting students to work together, teaching them how to achieve compromise and get the best possible results from solving a problem, and communication, how to convey ideas effectively among different personality types in their various classes and communities. This commitment applies to all schools, public and private.
One-stop driver, Students in queue at the Transport Center in Kingston also had the opportunity to meet and greet the minister, who presented them with gift vouchers before sending them off to school. As Minister Williams closed out her tour, she paused to remind students that they matter.
Each of you possesses unique talents and abilities that have the potential to change the world. It is our responsibility to provide you, as the future leaders of the nation, with the tools and opportunities to strive.
Students, enjoy the new school year. Go for your goals and be your best self.
Protect yourself from the flu virus. Visit your nearest health center or doctor to get the flu vaccine. Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water or by using an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid the spread of germs by not touching your eyes, mouth, or nose. And be sure to regularly disinfect surfaces and objects that are used often. Remember, your health is your responsibility.
Here's a tale about a young farmer who is making a difference in the agriculture industry and helping to ensure Jamaica's food security.
We have a little hospital coop basically for the chickens that don't look so promising. My uncle Raymond, he's a big poultry farmer because social media is new marketing tool basically. Hi, my name is Cleo Jones and this is my story. I'm a 21-year-old poultry farmer. Started farming about 4 or 5 months ago. Went viral on TikTok, and ever since the poultry business has been booming for me. I started with only 100 chickens, and right now on the farm collectively me and my uncle have about 4,000 chickens, including layers.
Cleo come by my farm and his mother and he said, "Mommy, I love farming." And I said, "Okay, bring him over and I teach him how to farm," and so him started out.
When I just started poultry farming, the big question was, how am I going to be different? I didn't just want to walk into a restaurant and say, "Can I speak to the owner? Hey, some race fowl." I didn't just want to do that. I wanted to market it in a way that I separated myself from other poultry farmers, made my brand different. And something just came to my mind that, hey, you're good at music, you're good at writing songs, poems. Why not infuse that creativity into the business, spread it on different social platforms and see what could happen. That's what I did, and it worked. Okay, you want a song? All right, so. If education are the key, ambition are the locksmith. First batch sold off is another batch. This to the profit like gymnasts, make you back flip back that again till you see a fat brick. We supply wings and legs and hip for the curry and fry and jerk man grill link. If you know smarty with the chicken and chips, big up Damien and the whole chicken and things. High pro feed, make your birds active. Youth start farming and make a million quick. The reason why I decided to go into poultry is because Corona taught me one of the most important business lessons, and that is essential business is the most important. So most of my customers that, order chickens from me, they do it via social media because, social media, it's the new marketing tool. It's not a case where I have to bring them on the farm. I just, need the address to have it delivered to them. Most of the times I'm busy, so I don't do the delivery, but, I have the courier that does the delivery for them. So I get the order basically, open the deep freeze, weigh the chickens that are already harvested, and send it off to the restaurant, to the wholesale, to the cook shop, the household, wherever. What we do, we go to a super center, we pick up the baby chickens from the hatchery, fresh out the eggs and everything. We transport them here on the farm. We have 2 coops that we use as the nursery coop basically. because those coops contains the heat bulbs and the required facility to basically nurture those baby chicks. Then after that we transport them to the big coop. And we basically feed them for 6 weeks, take care of them until they're ready to be harvested.
What I do, I actually build about 6 huge concrete tanks and harvest rainwater and treat it. So wherever time already I use that for the chicken, for the pig and for the goat. So I don't buy a lot of water. I've actually calculated 9 months of rainfall water. So that means if I have drought for 9 months, I can supply myself for 9 months with water.
Jamaica is basically importing a lot of things that we have the potential to grow. I would advise a lot of youths to jump into farming. It's profitable. There's a great demand for it, so you just want to market your stuff the right way. So yeah, I would definitely encourage everybody to build a fall cube, plant some cabbage, plant something, grow something. Now that you see what I'm doing, you can join in on this too. Stop farm fool, farm foul.
The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining is stepping up its efforts to enhance exports as part of its commitment to making a difference in food safety. Here's an excerpt from Portfolio Minister Floyd Green about one of the upcoming projects.
We are looking to infuse more technology in what we do. The vast majority of our farmers are utilizing their smartphones. We have to use that to provide extension services for our farmers. I expect that in another month or so we will launch our RADA extension service app that our farmers can download, that they can get real-time support from the extension officers so that we can help guide them on their business journey.
We've reached the end of our program. Get a recap of everything you saw here and more on our website, jis.gov.jm. I'm Audrey Williams. Bye for now.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.